trying to find my wallet. It's in my pocket. Going to be doing a bit of a motorbike ride, a little bit of a hangout after that, but after that I'm going to take off. I got some other things to do. Hello. Ahoy, everyone. Ahoy. Ahoy is the phrase now. I'll turn on the second cam. Man, it's hard to twist this knob. That's what she said. Where's the cable? Here it is. Oh, thank you. When I bought it, my friend told me it looked dorky. Alright, we should have this flag man that you can watch in the bottom cam. And look at this. Look at this pizza I just bought. It's like pretty big for like a Family Mart snack. Like they're not usually this. The circumference is not usually so massive. Is that a chicken? And it's only 198 yen after tax. Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's not like a big pizza, like regarding pizza, but it's pretty big regarding something you get from a Family Mart. Was it a kid? Oh yeah. There's some kid right there making noise. Thought it was like a rooster. Burger! Yeah, like what the hell? I've never seen this here before. It's got sausages and cheese and maybe a little bit of sauce. It smells like Domino's or, no. It smells like Round Table. Does that place even exist anymore? I mean, it smells really good. Probably be warmed up would be better. Usually I get 2 pieces of bread, but not today. Those original Doraemon goods snacks. By chip. Original Shohin Hatsubai chip. That dude was sagging. He's really sagging. What? Like in the 90s. What's up, Chris? Ahoy. This is good. Ahoy. No, Japan doesn't do daylight savings. I had this giant, well, half of a giant pizza I got from Family Mart. And it's cold, as one does for pizza breakfast. You can't have warm pizza breakfast, you know what I mean? Nobody like wakes up in the morning hungover, finds like a pizza box like, you know, underneath the coffee table that's still got pizza in it from the night before and goes, oh, I'm gonna take it over to the toaster oven. Like, you don't do that. You just get it out and you just eat it, you know? Like, it's not okay to warm up pizza for breakfast. Yeah, I think you do have to wait for the Prime sub to expire before you can use it again. Kind of annoying. Yeah, but if you're gonna warm up the cold pizza that's on the floor from the night before, then you have enough energy and like you get enough to make a proper meal. Like that's why pizza breakfast is so good, is because like it's there. Also because it's pizza. I can't believe I'm still eating this thing.
Line mishap says lol true. Mine's just in the fridge usually.
I'm gonna need an oshibori. I've got like cheese on my lips. So what do you guys think? The Nintendo Switch 2 announcement? What's gonna be the big game that's gonna launch with it? Is it gonna be Mario Kart? Or is it gonna be like a 3D Mario? It's not gonna be a Zelda. I don't think they're going to use Metroid Prime 4 for the launch of that. You know, it might come out at launch. I don't think that's going to be the big one. It's like it has to either be Mario Kart or Mario. Like, there's nothing else. It's too early for a Zelda, right? Like, what else is there? I'm also hoping for a new IP. I've come to the conclusion that this is the best boss one. Like, there's no boss coffees that are better than this one. It's not like it's amazing, it's just the least disgusting. Just gonna be, you think it'll, oh dude, if they do that, they're fucking toast. They have to have something else. It's been a long time since a Mario game has come out. I feel like the lazy route would just be to have it be the new Mario Kart. I think if they like had a day one open world like 3D Mario, like it would be killer. I've also heard rumors that they're going to support 120 FPS on their display. They can't even get like 30 FPS on a lot of their games. What the fuck is that?
They have to do something. 5 and here is 0 says switch to no your media Hulu. Main_Melody says what are they gonna do with Zelda?
It's too early for another big Zelda game. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe later in the year they were like, here's a remaster of like, what was the one where you could get really small? That one, like one of those games, like a 2D game gets like remastered or something. That wouldn't surprise me. What is that game called? It's good. I just can't remember. Capcom made it, so maybe they won't. I don't know. I can see like something Zelda happening later in the year, but it's not going to be like there's not going to be like a mainline Zelda game. Those things take them like 7 years to make. Yo, what's up, Raiders? From Beppu. How are you doing? I am just starting my stream. She ended her stream really early today, 8 a.m. She is in Japan right now. She's not traveling, is she? But yeah, what's up, everybody? I am in Tokyo. I'm in West Tokyo right now. I'm going to go on a motorbike ride today. Usually do like a motorbike ride and then get off and do a bunch of stuff. Today, it's got to be a little shorter. I've got some like personal stuff to take care of. But we'll do a bike ride for like an hour and a half, I think. And then I'll be someplace and then we'll get off, walk around a bit. And then I'll have to end the stream. It's going to be a little earlier than usual. Usually I go like 11 hours on Sundays. But today I'll be like 3 or 4.
Q says party pirates steer.
Oh, she was going to work. Oh, okay, word. What'd you guys get up to on stream today? Yeah, dude, I gotta replay Odyssey. I don't think I ever actually... Maybe I beat it, but I didn't like get all the moons or something. But when I think about it, like in my memory, a game is really fun. But anyway, my name's Eric, and our username is Katie and Eric. My wife's name is Katie. We stream from the Tokyo area. Motorbike streams, photography streams, just like general IRL stuff, like exploring, that kind of thing. If you have any questions at all about anything, feel free to ask. Just keep it friendly. Or are there like 1,000 moons? Yeah, that's too many. I'll never get them. It's like people that get all the Koroks. It's like I don't got that in my life. All right, let me go in there and get an Oshibori and throw this stuff away, and then we'll start moving. Where'd I put that giant pizza wrapper? I had some cheese on my lips. Gotta take care of that. Is it Mother's Day? I don't know. My mom doesn't live in Japan. I did talk to my mom yesterday, though. It was her birthday. What's up, Electronaut? Trying to decide if I should go to the bathroom. It's like, kinda gotta go. You know what I'm saying? It's such a hassle to find a place to go while you're driving. Yeah, give me just a second. Let me see if I can do that.
Melody says I never regretted going, but I've definitely regretted not.
So they have like copy machines in all the vending machines or in all the convenience stores in Japan. a copy machine that you can do multiple functions on, that kind of thing. And they moved it. The copy machine is like not there, and there's a sign that says they moved it over into a new, like an area where there used to be an eat-in area, that they've removed that, and they moved the copy machine over there. Anyways, but they put a note up that says, like, to say where they moved it, and it says Kopi-sama. It's like the honorific Mr. Copy peoples that need to use the copy machine. It's like, this is, I don't know, something about it made me laugh. It's like handwritten kind of hastily. Let's see. Yeah, default if you go. Yeah, but you got to worry about the stream, you know what I mean? You just got a raid and 20 people left because you went pee. But you know, people that left aren't going to stick around anyways. It's not a big deal.
Blind Mishap says that's really cute.
Got to worry about the math. Got to worry about the numbers. Keep your algorithms going.
Scale 66 says no more eating area.
Yeah, they Family. I think Family Mart has eliminated all their eating areas. Okay, we're still testing things with technology. A whole lot of changes have happened.
Saturday.
So one of the things that might be happening is I need you to listen for things. One, I'm going to change the audio over right now, and there shouldn't be any break in the stream. But it might change the volumes. I'm not sure to what degree, so just be ready for an audio level change.
Like Somali.
No, it's got nothing to do with Johnny Smalley. Dude, don't estimate the impact that idiot has in the world.
Not here. When is the coast to coast Chris_the_Aussie.
The second thing that's going to happen is if you start getting popping noises or any sort of weird distortion in the audio, let me know. I can fix it, but I would hope that maybe I don't need to. It would be cool if I don't need to. So it's kind of a test thing. But if we get weird popping or any sort of weird distortion, please let me know. Okay, gonna switch it over, and I'll be right back with you. I gotta put my helmet on to keep talking.
Blind Mishap says 10-4.
Okay, so hopefully you guys have got audio in here. Can you hear me? Is everything okay? Tap, tap. Cool. And again, yeah, so no switching over with the Bella Box stuff. I've made things much better. Yeah, it'll be a little louder. I don't really have a solution to that. But I feel like if it's close enough, that's good. Let me just set up my cameras. Cool. Yeah, and it used to get a lot quieter, which was not okay. Let me see here. This camera can go right about there. We don't have Katie with us, so I don't have to adjust for her. And then this one, bring it back here like this maybe. And it's on wide, and I think that's where we want it. Yeah, dude, I've made things, like, I know you can't see and you don't understand, like, because I'm not showing you or whatever, but things are so much nicer than they used to be. Got a bitrate tab here so I can keep an eye on that. And then we'll just get a map going and we'll start moving. And it's I think it might be quite a long drive. It's like an hour and probably like 2 hours almost. Katie is hanging out with some friends, and I'm hoping she's not watching because she doesn't know, but that's what I'm going to go show up and hang out with them. So if she shows up, don't tell her where I'm headed. So we're going down to Kamakura, where we're going to be hanging out with some friends. And usually I wouldn't hang out on a Sunday, but I decided I need to see my friends. So that's why the stream is going to be a little shorter than usual. Yeah, we have a friend that just moved down there. And just go see what her life is like. So the way that this will work is we will have this morning stream, and it's possible, depending on how the day goes, I might stream my drive home. So I might come back tonight. But it'll depend on a few factors. What time it is, what my mood is like. I forgot to turn on my headphones. But Karipan giraffe. Oh, that's you're really selling it to me. Karipan is okay. Okay, yeah, just keep an eye on the audio for me. Again, if it starts to glitch out on us, I have a very easy fix. But it would make things really nice if I didn't have to fuss with it. And somebody asked about when the Coast to Coast Scoot will go. Probably in May. Like, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. It's going to depend on weather, but that's what we're going to aim for. To get across the mountain passes, you end up being very cold. It's still through April. So I'm hoping May or June would be the Coast to Coast Scooty stream. So that's what we're aiming for. And wow, today is actually pretty cold still. Scooty says it's 7. But it's supposed to warm up a bit today. Hey, ahoy! Welcome in. Yeah, it was all rainy yesterday. Somebody asked how my Saturday was. Uneventful, I guess is how I'd put it. It was fine. It was cool to talk to my parents, so I talked to my parents for like an hour, hour and a half. Yeah, what did I don't even remember what I ate yesterday. I ate lunch, I think. Bro, TTS just said a lot of things at me. I couldn't understand any of them. Sorry, it was away from the. And then, dude, I don't do that. I don't know what the. I don't do German. That's out of my pay grade. I should go get one of those rat soups. Could get me some rat soup. Ratasoupy. There's a pun in there somewhere. Kind of surprised it's got me going straight. Hope I set my map right. That's a bummer. You were sick. Glad you're feeling better though. What were you sick with? I hadn't heard that about Skia. Really? Japan's amazing. Sometimes Skia stuff, Skia can be kind of gnarly, to be honest with you. I can't tell if this is, I don't remember which way opened is. I think down. It's close. Oh, so like you feel pretty grim. Like you were sick. Oh, I forgot to check something. I see the bit rate's really low. Makes me wonder if the bonding is working. Hey, I can see the ocean on my map. Great. And I've got a turn in 400 meters. meters. 256, I think it's this thing. Nah, I don't ever get Scooty Super. You can't give, you don't want Scooty to know that possibility. You know what I mean? Because then, you know what I'm saying? It just seems like if you don't know the good life is there.
Melody says is a treat.
Okay, they are both working. Implants on. Exactly. You got to keep things in check. Exactly. I came back in business class, and now I will never get on an airplane again. Like, it's a problem. I'm only riding in the green car in the Shinkansen from now on, too. I'll tell you what. So, therefore, no more Shinkansens. And, like, once you ride on a luxury Scooty, like, I'm not going to go back to some non-luxury Scooty. Actually, is it true that if you put like different grades of fuel in, you can cause damage or something? Ahoy, Direct. I actually don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm headed down to the ocean. But it's a bit of a secret mission. I should turn on the map. I'm really confused about the direction I'm going. I feel like I'm not going towards the ocean. Yeah, Scooty is luxury. Oh yeah, what's up? Thank you for the tier 1. Let me get you a squonk here. I think I can get my cock out. I can feel it, but, you know, like my hands are kind of cold. It's hard to tell what I'm grabbing. And it's all tangled up in all the hardware I've got wrapped around it. But I think we're ready to squonk. Strap in. I appreciate it. Thank you. I've mentioned this before, but we had looked at a house up behind this orange thing, this orange apartment building. There's a house back there that they had just built, and we went back and looked at it, but it got like no sunlight, and also like this train station is fine, but it's kind of like a walk up a hill. I didn't want to have to walk up a hill every time I came home from the train station. It sounds like a small thing, but... And then there was also a house that kind of up over here that we looked at as well. But the house itself was really nice. It was just there's just like no sunlight. Like, because it was behind that building or something. Like there's something that blocked it all. Okay, so like mixing fuel grades won't cause a problem. Be there at like 10. Yeah, when we get there, we'll be able to walk around for like an hour and a half or so. Sorry, man, no links, otherwise we get spams. Yeah, is higher octane fuel like a scam? Some engines actually need it though, right? Like, isn't it like certain types of engines or whatever, like higher grade engines, whatever? Yeah, that's what I do. I put the Scooty fuel as like regular, and I'm like, okay, regular. And you know, in America, isn't there 3 different, like when you go to a pump, don't you have like 87, 89, and whatever, 93 or something? Whoa, look at this car. Dope. But here they only have, I guess they only have regular and high grade. I don't think there's any, I don't even know what octanes they are. It's just called regular. I guess you don't order by the number. Yeah, there's kerosene. I think that's what kerosene is. Kerosene, high oil, regular. And you have to pay 11 extra yen for high grade. I want to go film this video that I've been thinking about for a while. I want to film a video all with vintage lenses. But it's supposed to be all rainy this week. I was looking forward to doing it. I don't know if Scooty really needs detergent. He doesn't even have any laundry. Yeah, they don't list them here. I don't know, maybe it's like on fine print that I've never noticed before or something, but you see the trees over to my left have started to bloom. And that's kind of why I wanted to go out and film. Just like make like a video about a day of going out and looking at flowers. They don't flash to my eyes. It's because they run at 50 hertz and the camera runs at 60 hertz or 30 FPS. Japan's electrical grid is kind of a disaster, to be honest. Like, you cannot get rid of light flicker 100%. Oh, weird. They're turning red on left thing. Interesting. Never heard that. Today's going alright. A bit cold, but not horribly. Yeah, we're doing alright. We're going to go up here and we're going to get on the Hino bypass. And I hope that's not a highway that I have to pay to get on. I don't think it is. I use filters in the sense that I play with them a little bit. When we film YouTube videos, sometimes I use an ND filter. For photography, I'll break out the ND filter rarely, like if I want to stop some motion in bright light or get motion blur in bright light. But I actually was just playing with filters a couple days ago, but in kind of a weird way. Oh, this is why this is turning right. It's a very strange intersection. I put a bunch of like sparkly nail polish on a clear filter and took pictures through it. And I'm playing with that, but it didn't work very well at night. I have it with me today, and if we get to a point where I'm doing photography today, then I'll probably break it back out. We'll see how it works with sun. But I have times where I've colored on the front of a clear. I get clear lens filters with a Sharpie, and it's color on it, and then it like makes the image blue and red or whatever. So I use filters in that sense, and I would like some more filters for distorting images in fun ways, but I just am not all the way down the rabbit hole.
Don't work, but there's typhoons and small earthquakes there all the time, and I never lost power.
Oh, no. The power grid here is amazing.
Just a second ago.
Like, it's really good. Yeah. I want to try to play with that kind of filter stuff. I just haven't like completely fallen down the rabbit hole yet, but just playing with things, because like I don't edit things in post when I deliver directly to you guys on stream, so anything that's like artistically added, I kind of want to do that in the moment of filming. No. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that the power grid here is bad. The power never goes out. Never. It's unbelievable, especially because of all of the natural disasters and everything. What I meant by that is that you should be able to set a camera to a specific frame rate when you're in a specific area and get no light flicker, but it doesn't happen here. Like, certain lights flicker at weird frequencies. Well, the 50-60 split is pretty geographical. So you don't have to, like, if you go down to, like, Western Japan, quote-unquote Western Japan, you would... Sorry, I have to turn here in a minute. Okay. You'd have to change the frame rate. But even in Tokyo, it's, like, a mess. I didn't get glitter, but I got nail polish with glitter in it, and it didn't really work in dark, but it might work in the sunlight. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know where to turn. Is it this? I think it is. Yeah, so you'll be in Tokyo where the grid is supposed to be 50 hertz everywhere. But I will see lights that are 100% not working at 50 hertz. I set my shutter to 1/50th, and I still get flicker on like one light in the scene, and the rest of them are not flickering. So I don't know what causes that, if it's like the light has a problem, or if it's some sort of weird grid problem, or whatever. I don't know. But it makes it really hard if you want to have no flicker in your videos. And like, you can kind of fix it in post, but it's not easy, and it's kind of like, it's just very time consuming. If the camera's moving or something, it becomes extremely time consuming. If the camera's stationary, it's not that hard. You can make like a second layer. Basically, you like duplicate the video one on top of itself, and then crop out the light that is flickering, and then offset, like, so how do I say this? Dude, I noticed some on not LED lights. I noticed some on old lights, mostly. So anyway, in the video editor, you can like duplicate your video. So there's a layer of the same video on top of the video, and then you crop around just where the light that's flickering is. So the only thing on the top layer is that light. Everything else is the bottom layer. And then you set the opacity to like 50% on the top layer, and then offset it one frame, and the flicker goes away. But if the camera is moving or something, oh, okay, maybe, okay, yeah, I understand, I see that. But if the camera is moving, then you have to motion track it, and it's a pain in the ass. Okay, we have 18 kilometers on this road, so I do not have to think for 18 kilometers, which means like an hour. thought this was called a bypass, but maybe not. Yeah, the traffic lights flicker because the camera that I use for streaming is set at 30 frames a second, so it's pushing its shutter to, you know, whatever multiple of 30 it thinks it wants. So that totally makes sense. Like, this camera is not set to the local grid. Yeah, there's some roads that are kind of like expressways that aren't toll roads. You know where they don't have, it's interesting, there's no tolls in Totori. I don't know what the deal with that is, unless it's changed. But when we were down there, it was like, oh, we can just get on the highway here, and it's like, we don't have to pay. I don't know why they don't have tolls, but they don't. And they had like regular expressways with like service areas and parking areas, if I recall. Oh, I never thought about that for self-driving cars. Yeah, it probably freaks them out. Have you guys been down to Totori, Anthony? Gone and checked out the dunes? And then maybe there was like no Starbucks or something. That was like, they were like proud of no Starbuckses in their prefecture. You know, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel of things to be proud about. The poor like thing, have Starbucks. What you got to do about the flickering lights is sell it to your viewers as a feature. Oh, holy crap. Oh, whoa. The frequency thing, wild. Ahoy. Man, I was all hoping spring was here and we weren't going to have to deal with being cold. I had to put like the liner back inside my coat and stuff. And honestly, I'm still kind of cold. It'll be interesting to see if Katie wants to come home on Scooty tonight. I brought all our gear, but I don't know, she might just be like, no, it's cold. Take the train. I'm not totally clear how much stuff she has with her either. Yeah, fall, spring. Yeah, it was like really, really nice. Was it last Sunday? I don't remember. Like recently, it was just unbelievable outside. Like to the point where I was actually kind of warm. Oh, nice. I'll try to take a look at it when I have time, probably tomorrow. I tend to kind of not look at Discord much on Sundays just because I'm too busy streaming, being out. It's kind of nice to be unplugged from the internet. I mean, I'm not crazy. Of course, I spend like an hour on it in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a madman. Exactly, man. Might not understand a meme. Do the apricots being in bloom, do they also bring fruit? We are in Sagamihara. Ahoy! What's up, man? Oh, nice, man. Apricots are good. Not something we come across here that often. I love fruit. Fruits are good. What was that dude? He died maybe a few years ago. I can't remember. He was the Fruit of the Loom guy. Like, it's kind of funny. He, like, did exercise. Richard something. He was super into fruit. He was like cosplaying as grapes before anybody even knew.
My wife just brought home some plum cod.
What's a plum cod? It's wild that, like, I'm in my 40s and I'm, like, hearing about fruit I've never even heard of before. Richard Simmons, yeah, that's his name. That dude was alright, I think, right? He didn't get canceled for anything, did he? Oh, yeah, because now they're, like, doing this, like, 2025 hybrid, like, fruit breeding or crossbreeding stuff. Yeah, I'm not like opposed to the idea of trying those fruits, but morally I'm a little iffy on it. I kid him, my dude. We all get canceled by the Reaper eventually, I guess, right? Okay, guys, we're going to be on the lookout for boob plates. I wish there was a way that I could track my location crossed with the data bitrate. Like, that would be cool. I didn't know the lemon was a bastard. Lemons are freaks. I didn't realize that. I didn't have it on earlier, but I just turned the map stuff on. Should I put it on the screen? What do you guys think? Map on screen or not? I kind of feel like it takes up too much room. I thought about just having it a piece of text that says, like, location. Yeah, that's a good idea. That boot plate is any license plate that's 8008. That's what we're on the look for. I like that the word boob gets everybody's ears to perk up. Like, what? Am I missing something good here? Not really. Not coordinates, but like the name of the town. So, like, if I was in Tachikawa or whatever, it would say location Tachikawa or whatever.
7175, Tits Plate. Hyperexcitation tells everyone. Boobs.
Yeah.
Main_Melody says
I think the compass, I think the compass would get confused a lot. Like, I don't know how well it can tell what direction you're actually facing unless you're moving, you know what I mean? So like if I'm like walking around and turning and stuff, I think it would just turn into garbage. But maybe just like instead of having the map, have the location, like physically where you are, like say it out. I had a license plate and it said G-O-R, G-O-R, Gorgor. People used to get horny from table legs? Yeah, I just worry about the on-screen map just being a little bit big. I can keep going straight on 16. Scoot, scoot. Hey, look at that. It's implants on. Yeah, I think I can set it. I don't know if I can set it to be prefecture or neighborhood, but I think it could say like town. I'm not sure exactly how much customization can be done with that, but I've seen other people do that. But I don't know how detailed the location could be. But I would still have it so that the map command would function. They made special covers for table legs. You can't fuck a table, mate. Trust me.
Anthem 26 says stream complete. You can end it whenever you need now that Implant Sand has made his appearance. Made_melody says it is a little big and I suppose it doesn't convey anything useful other than direction.
Yeah, and if you use the map command, I think it'll give you direction as well because it plots out where I've been. So, like since I pushed the button. So you could just infer that wherever the line is, forward on the line is where I'm headed. You guys are a bunch of table fuckers. Like, they're going too fast, man. This is a road, kids. Slow down. It's dangerous. I just heard the I'd fucking table, why not? Oh, I can't do commands. Yeah, you gotta get your phone out. It's a whole thing. Wait, you can't do commands on your... How are you typing? Are you typing on your TV? If we're talking about table fucking and a URL just got eaten, I think that's a good thing. Yeah, well, you can fuck a couch. Yeah, I'm not going to put speed on the screen because then if you... Yeah, just use the map command on the chat. You just type it in there, map, and it'll give you a link. I'm not going to put the speed on the screen because, like, if I'm going over the speed by 1 kilometer an hour, you're basically just, like, inferring to the universe you're breaking a law. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't need that heat. You can also, if you go to, on your phone, I don't know if you're using the app, but if you just are using the browser, you can go to twitch.tv/Katie and Eric/chat, and it'll just open the chat window, and you won't have like a separate video feed opened, and the chat is just like clean looking. Of course, that's not the app. That's just. But anyway, that's what I usually do when I'm at home, and I need to monitor chat. Just open that up. Yeah, it's just kind of like a cleaner way to look at it. Oh shit, I have to go get my driver's license renewed. Gotta get that gold license, baby. I'm gonna rub some noses in it too. Show it off whenever I can. Wow, is that guy? I think a Boy Scout was over there. Yeah, the chat URL is kind of nice. I'm not sure how much the license renewal is, to be honest with you. Hopefully it's not too expensive. I've had a lot of expenses in the last couple of months with like just governmental stuff. Some of it's our fault, but some of it is just, you know, I had to renew Scooty's insurance. That's a cool looking art off. Had to renew Scooty's insurance recently, and that was like $250. And we had this time period where we accidentally didn't pay my pension. They were like, okay, well, you can pay the pension. Why'd the bits go? There's no data here? What the hell? Did it come back online? That was really strange. Like, there was no cellular signal there. Yeah, we didn't pay the pension by accident, so we went and we were like, hey, like something got screwed up. We didn't pay the pension. And they were like, you can pay it in 3 installments, but it's like a lot of money in 3 installments. So we had to pay one of those. It kind of sucks, but it's okay. Yeah, that was really, I mean, it's really strange. Both of my cellular signals dropped. That's very rare. Like, especially in this environment. Like, if I'm out in the woods or something, it makes sense. Yeah, so it's not a big deal or anything. It's money we owed, so whatever.
Melody says I had no idea about browser chat. I'm using it now.
Yeah, you see what I mean? The browser chat thing looks nice, doesn't it? We didn't screw around with it. It was a mistake. It's getting sorted. That DVD place copies keys? What? What a weird combination of things. Don't usually come down here. Like, whatever road I'm on is kind of rare for me to be on. No, you can't opt out pension. It's sort of, yes, but not really. I'm not doing a hard off stream today, but I do go on hard offs all the time on stream. Just like randomly, but I'm not doing one right now. I would, that hard off back there did look cool, but 2 problems. 1, they weren't opened because it's too early, and 2, there was no data there. It might have been okay in there, but no, I don't think there's any penalties. I don't think we got charged with any penalties now. Today is just going to be a short stream, actually. Just going for a drive. Yeah, dude, shoe places copy keys here. It's like a thing. No countryside on this skirt. I'm just going for a drive. We've got another hour and a half left, hour and 20 minutes or something. And then get off and walk around for just a little bit, and then I'm going to have to depart you guys. But it's possible I'll be back this evening with the stream ride home. We'll see how it goes. See how the day goes.
DC says pensions won't be paid or be shit. I would opt out the pension and invest somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, we might get fucked on pensions, but we're going to get fucked on everything. I don't know. Nothing I can do about it.
Antonin26 says I'm thinking Kamakura on Sunday during cherry blossom season is gonna be back.
Yeah, it might be busy, man. Especially on like the only day that it's not raining for like a week. Because it rained yesterday, and I think it's supposed to rain most of the week. Like I just glanced at the forecast and it looked grim. So, I don't know, it might be terrible, but that's where my friend lives. So, that's where I'm going.
5000 says Social Security is super safe, right?
Yeah, dudes, our futures are all fucked. Like, we're all screwed, so, like, whatever. Like, whatever. I'm investing in my now. Just because I know my elderly years are going to be freaking terrible. Like, I am fucked. But I basically retired when I was 30 and just did whatever I wanted. Then eventually I'll run out of, the rope will run out on that, and then I don't know, whatever. Wow, look at that floofy dog. Looked like that thing that kid flew on in that movie from the 80s. The Never-Ending Story with the... Well, actually, no, you gotta set a reminder on your calendar for those bills. Falcor, yeah, that's right. No specific goal, just writing. I'm headed down to Kamakura to see some friends.
We're all going to die. Poor Melody says maybe there was a tiny guy on it.
Yeah, there could have been a tiny guy in that Falcor. If I just cut in front of a taxi, he's gonna kill me. Whoops. Fucking taxis are scary.
Bruce Agent says at Oberstilo nobody gets out of this life or time.
Oh yeah, I hear you. Taxi drivers here are terrifying, man. Has anybody seen a boob plate yet? I'm sure somebody would have yelled at me. Nenchu Yumechu, what? Hey, there's another implant on. We should go find. Oh, whoa, that's a Yokohama implant on. Dude, I had to do some like minor web development a couple days ago for some back-end stuff for the stream. And I just had to make like a text field appear in one specific location on a very, 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 very basic web page. It took me like an hour to get it to align right. Fucking hate web development. Just go there, stop moving around, and you'd load it on a different browser and it'd be upside down or whatever. And the problem is that, like, I learned how to do web development in the 90s, and then I kept up with it. Look at the pachinko people. Oh, good Lord, look how many of them there are just standing in that gigantic line. Over to the left. And I kind of kept up with, like, web development through the 2000s. And then I stopped kind of paying attention, but I have to do it like once or twice a year, like some sort of web development. And because I'm out of touch with it, it's like frustrating because like I don't remember exactly how everything is supposed to be like formatted or whatever, and then I get into it and it's like a nightmare to do anything. If I kept up with it, it wouldn't be so bad maybe. But I also would like to say that why is web development so like UI, like this placement of things on the browser window, it's really cryptic, and it's 2025. It seems like this could be better at this point. They just made it more and more complex. They're waiting to go into a pachinko place, and it's like, I mean, it's a huge line. There's like 150 people in that line probably. I've never used ChatGPT. I know that makes me stupid because it would solve problems for me in some cases, but I don't know. I just hate it so much that I don't even, it's just not, I just don't. And I know that eventually I'll have to give in, but at this point, it's hard to explain. I don't know how to like explain what I needed it to do anyways. It's so obscure. Like I needed to, yeah, what I needed it to do is just very, very obscure. Like I need to, like, how do I ask ChatGPT and get an accurate answer when the question is, I need a live updating bitrate from a BellaBox ingest on a tab that works inside of StreamBuddy. Like, like I know ChatGPT knows some stuff, but it would not know that. It would be like, what? Yeah, it would just make up a bunch of shit. Yeah, AI can suck and fucking kick rocks. And I know eventually it's just going to be built into everything and you're not going to be able to avoid it, but for the time being, I like to feel like I'm fighting a man or something. I don't know what I think I'm doing. Yeah, I don't think I'd be surprised. Like, I asked the developer of the software, and they were like, I'm not sure. Yeah, but a half right answer just sends me down a rabbit hole that doesn't help me. I figured it out. Searching Google has gotten kind of bad. It's sort of bad, but I don't know. I don't necessarily have to see. Maybe I don't use Google the way other people use it, but I haven't really. I don't know. It's kind of what it always has been to me. I don't know. I'll agree with that. Too many sponsored stuffs. Yeah, I don't know. Uh-oh, it's the Popo. Nobody make eye contact. Heather, that sounds like AI. That's exactly what AI would say. Wasn't there a time period where Bing was better than Google, like for porn or something? Like they had a better porn searcher or some shit? I don't know. I just use Google and it just works. I don't know. I don't even think about it really. I mean, like 90% of your searches just land you on Reddit anyways. You motherfuckers looking up, getting up Bing. Yeah, and we were making fun of dudes like wanting to fuck tables before. You guys are using Bing. Like, at least you're not asking Jeeves, I guess. Like, excuse me, Jeeves, can you get me... I need the best boobs on the internet that were released today.
Blind mishap says right. Lol. For casual stuff I'm fine, but any type of professional email or copywriting and I get asked to write it myself rather than CI lol. Victor says I am in Florida, 90% of Florida. Blocked.
Oh yeah, I forgot they block porn in America now. Sexy table legs. What was I gonna say? I had something witty, but TTS distracted me and I forgot. Oh well. Are we done in Machida now? Air smells good and fresh. Wow, 165. That's pretty cheap fuel. It's like right behind it is 177. Wait, what? It's the same place with two prices. What the hell? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's an age screening requirement or if it's just because I mean, like, aren't they like more like the southern states and stuff that are doing that? Like, it's not like, it's more of like quote unquote Christian values getting jammed into the legislation type of thing. Isn't that kind of what's going on? Like the evangelicals and their political power just getting another swipe in. What it really is, like somebody alluded to, it's VPN companies lobbying. Yeah, if the kids had guns to shoot the porn, then we'd have a solution on our hands. Ah, scooty, scoot. Okay, so hear me out. What if instead of having the porn sites have to rely on all this stuff, what if instead of that, any children who fake their age to look at porn, they are the ones that are at fault? And so they're the ones that are lying, you know what I mean? That's like, that should be. And hear me out. We put the children in jail, and hold on, I'm not done. The jail is a for-profit system that somebody can extract wealth out of that made the decision to put the children in jail. And then, hold on, the enforcement mechanism could get kickbacks from the prison system for arresting the children and locking them up. I mean, I'm just spitballing here. I'm just saying, like... And then we could also give a kickback to the porn sites who trick the children into looking at the stuff. Like they could market it to children, right? Like the porn sites could be marketed to the children. You know what I mean? And like, what if then the children for the rest of their lives had to sign up as like some sort of like offender or some sort? You know what I mean? Like, because if we're not really ruining their lives, like, there's a lot of possibility here. We could even use prisons overseas so that we don't have to worry about like human rights. You know, like, I don't know. Just throwing out some ideas, and you don't have to worry about like you could do it cheaper. I don't know. yeah, Guantanamo. I mean, like El Salvador, like they've already kind of got that route, that air flight route set up now. So you could just use that. That'd be really easy. But there's probably other countries you could use. Yeah. Book Off Plus. Got books, clothes, and brand bags. Have to come down to this road one day and explore it properly. Just like cycle down this road. Wow, look at that Pet Shop Angel. Yeah, I heard the RFK comment. Does the government need to? No, they don't, but tell you what, it certainly gives them power. But I mean, the question on that, yeah, I mean, they kind of do have to, because like the government is, like, so everything is a social issue if you really think about it. So, I mean, so yes, but there is a line, of course. I mean, I guess it depends on how you define the phrase social issue. My Google phone was just like, there's congestion ahead, and it was right. Good old Google. Yeah. The wrong lane. The lane splitting thing used to scare me, but at these speeds it's fine. Doesn't freak me out too much. Like, you can kind of tell when a car is going to turn or whatever. I don't want to know what an 80-year-old senator thinks the thinks the guidebook is. Yeah. Mitch McConnell sitting in the corner. No, sir. You can lane split in California, can't you? Yeah, Mitch McConnell's he's a problem. I think I looked up turtle sex once. I think it was pretty wild. Welcome back to the stream. It's 2049. Man, we blasted through all that traffic. And it wants me to go right-ish. but not here-ish, somewhere else-ish. And does it turn yellow up there, or no sir, I can slide right up to the front. If I can squeak through that little hole. Oh yeah, we're good. Hold a guy up. Hold a guy up, bypass it. Wow, that's a big fucking Motorbiking sign. Look how big it is. This like turquoise and white sign on the right hand side. That's no joke. They want you to know that's there. Oh, it's really windy up here. This is kind of a cool bypass. I don't think I've ever been down this road before. The wind is a bummer. It's kind of blowing me sideways. There's a dinosaur hotel? What the hell is that? Hotel Artia? Somebody look this up. There's a dinosaur on the roof, like a big dinosaur. What the fuck is this? Hotel Artia. Like there's a bunch of dinosaurs up there. Hotel Artia. Is it a love hotel? Because there's a whole bunch of love hotels here. Yeah, if that's a love hotel, like 2-star, is it a love hotel? Can somebody ping me this on Discord? I'm gonna fuck a dinosaur. Like we're gonna get up there and I don't know, what's the sexiest dinosaur? The brontosaurus kind of thick. Let's see, I'm trying to think of, let's see, what's the most fuckable dinosaur? Yeah, can somebody ping me that on Discord? Yeah, the brontosaurus. The brontosaurus is the one, like, wasn't there a bigger one that kind of looks like a brontosaurus that could only like be in the water or something? The fuckosaurus sex. TTS said that perfectly. Yeah, man, that was a scene with a Fuckosaurus Rex. What is the joke? Like, what's a lesbian dinosaur called? A Lickalotopus? And there's one for a dinosaur too, but it's a little uncouth, so I'm gonna keep it to myself. I gotta get liberated. Oh yeah, this is big news. Boy, is Katie in for a surprise. Our anniversary is in 2 days. Yeah, it does. It was really funny looking. Do they have like dinosaur themed food? What's the speed limit? Oh my god, the speed limit is 80. How am I going? I'm going exactly the right speed. Like as usual, only going exactly the right speed. No faster, no slower. They have pizza? Sounds alright. I'm sold. High speed scoots. What is 80 kilometers an hour in miles? Is that like 55 or something? Because like this is like this would be your neighborhood. I don't need pre and post fuck meals. I need a during. I find pastrami is the most sensual of the cured meats. She did a video there. That's cool. The research that's going on about the dinosaur hotel. So I've got a weird turn that I have to make up here. Looks like I stay to the left. Okay, cool. But we're hitting a bunch of traffic. Yeah, da, 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 da. Is that a real person up there? I think it is. Yeah, they moved. Shit. Standing weird, like with their hands on their hips. Just, I don't think you guys can see it, but it was weird looking. Should hop into the other lane, but I hate hopping into traffic, you know what I mean? It's all scary. It's all scary and stuff. So you gotta look two directions at the same time, and my eyes only face forward. I wonder if they have like a stamp card system. You know what's strange? We have a friend who lives in Machida who is like, she's super into dinosaurs. Now I'm wondering if there might be a reason. Look at this sign coming up, like above the road. Look at this thing. Japan is not super equipped for special requests for food. It's not impossible, but it is not like as accessible as other countries. However, I don't really know because I don't think about diabetic eating, so I don't know reality of it, how well it is. I hope that it's when they stamp the card, I hope it's like Dino prints or something. I think I go this way. So I'm headed towards Isogol. None of these signs say Isogol. Oh, there it is, Isogol. Cool. That was kind of complicated, but we have made it and we're all alive. Well, I don't know. Some of you might have died. I don't know, but I'm okay. Yeah, so if you're just avoiding sugars, if that's what you're trying to do, it's not that hard. Yeah, you have, yeah, I mean, Anthony, thank you for answering with more intelligence, but like, it's not that hard to eat lower sugar here. I don't know, like if you have problems with carbs or something, you might have a problem. And yeah, like drinks and stuff, you can get sugary drinks, but like you can always get a tea that doesn't have any sugar in it, you know, so that's not too bad. I remember being in the States one year and just being like, I want something without sugar in it, and it just couldn't find it. So. Nobody's complained about any audio glitches today, so I'm pretty happy. I think I might have solved a ton of problems have been solved in the last couple of weeks technologically. I think I might need to add some karashi or something to the rat soup. Okay, now I can see all of Japan and it's upside down. Yeah, mugicha is a good drink if you don't want sugar. Cool. No glitches in the sound. It's great. Like so many things I've made so much better. And honestly, I only had to buy like $20 worth of stuff to make everything way better for me. I just had like a bunch of stuff and I just set it all up differently. Yeah, I could do the translucent thing with the map. I don't know. I usually just don't use it. I think translucent with the map doesn't really solve it because it's like still kind of, it makes everything worse. You can't see the thing behind it, you can't see the map itself, you know.
Blind mishap says an 8-liter silver would be lower glycemic index than Eon's, but the rice won't be great. Hypostation says an 8-liter blind Christmas called it a low glycemic index diet since my biggest problem was bloated sugar.
This area looks really nice. Is like physically, it just looks nice, kind of like nice wide sidewalks and everything. But like, there's no shops or anything around here. It's just all residential.
Gatekeeper says this is why this community is the best.
Let's see. Gotta be over here with the kneading gumi. Shizukani. Okay, it's having me do turns here that are not happening. Strange. Whatever. So I think we're on the outskirts. Are we all the way down to the outskirts of Yokohama now, maybe? Yeah, living places with crime, I don't know, man. I don't know about all that. Sounds like a bummer. This guy's got a strap flying up on his bike. No, it should be okay. It's not a big deal. If it looked dangerous, I was gonna be like, bro, you're gonna kill yourself with that strap. But it's just like, it doesn't look like I can get caught in anything. Tore fuck. What is tore fuck? Tore fuck. What is that? What are they trying to say? It almost sounds like toilet fuck. Tore fuck. No, it's a recycle shop. TF. Tore fuck. Nah, it's the name of the shop. Tore fuck. Yeah, maybe it is. Dinos. Yeah, okay, so we're on the burbs of Yokohama. I guess I'm turning here. God, there's no like signs that show the road numbers or anything. It's wild. Because like my thing is like, oh wait, it changed. It's saying something different now. Anyway, whatever, we'll turn. Hey, here's a Skia. We can go in there and get some bugs or whatever. That's a totally different brand. Like, I've never seen one that looked like that. It looks very different. So if there's a Skia, there's a McDonald's around us somewhere, right? Isn't that the rule? I don't see a McDonald's. The rule is broken. There's a lot of signs on this road that's like no big vehicles. Yeah, Danny, was somebody who mentioned that earlier. It's very Japanese, right? Like, we're so sorry, please understand, deep bow. I wonder what the signs on the outside of the building is going to say. We're getting rid of the bugs, kids. Think about how much money that's going to cost them. I mean, it's like crazy. And they're just like, we have to regain public trust, so we're going to do this thing. Feels like that would never happen outside of Japan, or, well, I don't know. Like, I mean, can you see like McDonald's doing that in America? Like, it just can't, doesn't make sense, you know? Yeah, I mean, like, I wonder if it'll actually get cleaner. Wow, she just stepped right in front of a car. I don't know what to do. The map is all crazy. Straight, kind of? Left, kind of? Which way is straight? I think this way is straight. It's not telling me to turn here. Okay, I did it correct. I don't even know what beef tallow is. What is this? What is this word? I've been here before. This looks very familiar. The right-wing coconut oil made me laugh. So it's like a buzzword. It's a buzzword that nobody will talk about in 6 months. Got it. Remember when everything was glucose, this and that? Is that still a thing? Are people still talking? Not glucose. Was it glucose? No, it was gluten. Glucose. That's the wrong word. Like, is gluten stuff? Is like people still talking about gluten, or did that stop being a thing? Like, I mean, I know some people have problems with gluten. I'm not trying to say that doesn't exist, but it was like a huge marketing thing for a while. When we were in Europe, I remember it just being like everywhere. And I don't know, I don't feel like I saw it so much anymore when we were back in the States. I feel like that kind of died down. I think I'm supposed to go right here. Shit. Hamburgers. I can't tell, I don't know. Yeah, I'm supposed to turn. Whoops. Let's see if it fixes it. Yeah, Google's always. Always. Okay, it'll be fine. It just keeps going straight. Kiddo seems like it goes back and forth. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not saying that people don't have, like, you know, dietary restrictions or whatever. I mean, I don't care. But, you know, like, there's certain things that just, like, come up and then everybody starts identifying as this thing. You know how everybody calls themselves ADHD now? Or has for 20 years. But it's not even, like, a thing. It doesn't mean anything anymore. The Popo is here. That are like having this problem, and like when they identify as it because they are, it means nothing anymore. I'm not saying ADHD isn't a thing. I'm saying people just say they have it without, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, oh, I'm so ADHD, and it's just like, you realize that's a thing people struggle with, right? Like, and you're just saying it. That's what I mean. Like, it just gets like co-opted by just like random commentary. I was diagnosed when I was a kid with ADD. I didn't have the H part. Yeah, autism is one of those things too, where like definitely people have it, and it's definitely a thing. But then like you just have people that are like, I'm so autistic, and they just say it because like they like have some slight moment of time where they do something that's a little abnormal. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they'll be like, I'm so OCD, I washed my hands twice today. And like OCD is like a terrible thing to have, so it's like difficult. People struggle with that. But yeah, I was diagnosed with ADD when I was a kid. I don't know if I actually have it or not, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I've been diagnosed with it, and I still wouldn't say that I have it. I don't know. It's just not. It doesn't really. I don't feel like it needs to be a thing. It gets discussed, but that's just me. She's taking pictures of flowers. This is a pretty strange. God, I can't tell where to turn. Yeah, I have a close friend that has OCD, and before he was properly medicated for it and stuff, it was like bad. It was really bad. Like it was kind of making him suicidal. Yeah, sometimes I can't tell. I think a lot of times, and I'm not saying that this is you, Akira, because I don't know you, of course, but like I think sometimes, I think ADD can be influenced by environment a lot, in a sense, like that type of behavior, anyways. Not yours. Like, I'm not talking about you. Again, I don't know you, but like I think just because of like the way we have so much media at our disposal and so many things to get distracted by and blah blah blah, I think it's fucked up people's brains. Like it's hard to like sit and watch a movie and don't pick up your phone and look at the phone. Like it's possible, but like how often do you like watch a movie at home and like you just like fucking around on Instagram at the same time? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you can't pay attention to something for an hour and a half anymore. And again, I don't mean you, I mean just like people. What in the hell? I think I'm doing this right. It's really strange. And I mean, I think people that like don't technically have ADD or whatever end up having behavioral traits that are like that just because like of looking at their phones, and it's only going to be worse. Think about how bad it is for kids that grew up with the phones in their hands. And like I think like another thing that sucks like about modern technology is like multiple browser windows and tabs. I think that causes problems. Like you have multiple browser tabs, just that alone. Like you've got like your productivity window and you're like, oh, I've also got Reddit open, and it's just like it takes me like zero effort, like or whatever, you know. And then you get like into a loop where you like check like the 4 things that you check, and then you finish the last one, and then you just go back to the first one and check it all again. I hate that. A little old school Mini going by. That's the butts full of people too. It was hauling 4 folks. I mean, you got to get like Ritalin. Is Ritalin what they still use? That's what they gave me when I was a kid. I just quit taking it when I was a teenager. I don't remember how hard it was. Yeah, I mean, my inboxes are a mess. I only have 2, thank God. Is it some fentanyl or whatever? This will calm you down, kids. Yeah, they had me on Ritalin when I was a kid. And like, I guess it helped me when I was a kid. I don't know. Like, my grades got a lot better instantly when I started taking it. But, I don't know. I don't really remember, you know what I mean? It was in like 4th grade, 5th grade, something like that. I think I took it like mostly steady until I was like 13 or 14, and I was just like, I don't need this anymore. Might have been longer than that. I don't remember when I stopped taking it. Yeah, I was never like hyperactive or anything, but just like, I guess, focused. But I don't know if I don't know if I actually believe that it was like a chemical imbalance in my head or whatever, or if I was just distractible. I don't know. And yeah, I mean, maybe it just like kind of went away. I don't know. I remember being at the doctor and him telling me and my mom that I had this thing. It's like a core memory of mine for some reason. It wasn't a big deal to me. I didn't really even care at the time. But I remember my mom being kind of, not upset, but just like, it felt like it was heavy for her for some reason. Yeah, this would have been like 1990 or something. I mean, she wasn't like, my mom's not the type of person to be like worried about how it appeared. You know what I mean? That's not like how my mom is. I think it was just like being told your kid has like some sort of like quote unquote problem and they got to be medicated. This was like one more thing on top of a plate of difficult shit she had been dealing with at the time. Like, I just remember her kind of like not crying exactly, but just kind of reacting like it was like kind of heavy for her. I don't know. My mom's pretty like able to deal with shit. Like, she's pretty strong in that sense. So it was just an odd thing to see her actually have a reaction to something like that, because usually it was just like she could roll with it, but this specific thing just hit her weird. It wasn't the money she was worried about. I haven't seen a single boob plate.
My nephew had surgery because he had hearing issues, and my sister-in-law was terrified to take him to get like further diagnosis from the doctor caused me to be labeled something for the rest of her life.
Yeah, maybe my mom thought it would be something that would mess me up for the whole life or whatever. I don't know. It wasn't a big deal in the long run.
500 says I need the address the hearing aid swab case. Scale 66 says 8778 is kind of too low.
If the doctor had properly diagnosed me, she might have been like heavier for her. He'd been like, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, but your son's an idiot." Clinically. Bloob. I hope it doesn't rain today. If it rains, it's really gonna fuck up my day. I checked the weather this morning. I didn't see any rain for the evening. Oh, it's already 10.
Electronaut 1 says ha ha ha.
Wow, there's like a weasel or something over here for a logo. What is this? Can we hang out with that weasel? Oh, actually, you know what's funny about that? When I was a baby, like when I was just born, a doctor, like, you know, did the baby exam, like measured the baby and saw all the baby stuffs and like whatever, right? and they were like, that kid is going to be 6'6". And like, I was adopted, so they didn't have access to my parents. Like, they couldn't look at my birth parents and be like, okay, you're both tall, of course. But they were able to somehow tell about like my skeletal structure or whatever, how tall I was going to be when I was a baby. And that shit was in the 80s. Somebody asked about the license plates. Yeah, so if you can see the plates, they only have 4 numbers on them, and there's clearly more than 1,000 cars. So the way that it works is the very top line is the location. So the one in front of me says Yokohama, the 2 kanji on there, it's Yokohama. And then the number on the right hand side, and I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it describes like a vehicle class, like engine size in some cases, and maybe weight of vehicle or something. So like you can tell what type of vehicle that plate belongs to based on that number. And then on the left bottom, you see that little character says Yo. And that is a unique identifier. So it's just a kana character. And then you have the numbers. So the way that it works to become a unique identifier is location, the kana character, and then the number, and that gives you like a shit ton of combinations. So each city has got a lot. You basically never ever see foreign plates now. Obviously getting a car here from overseas is complicated. I have seen them, but it's really rare. Yeah, so I don't know, how many kana characters are there? There's like, how many, like 50 or something? How does it work? 56? Like, and it's only hiragana. So I don't know if they use all of them, but if you have 56 and then multiply that by 4 numbers, that gives a lot of combinations for just like an urban area, you know. Yeah, they don't use the modifiers though. They don't use Dakuten or Maruten or whatever. Yeah, you see diplomatic plates all the time. And I've seen people. There was one time I was in Shibuya, and there was somebody on, I think it was some sort of car, a motorbike maybe it was a motorbike, and they had driven it like around the world, and Tokyo was the last spot that they were going to be. And they had imported it into Japan. And it had like, I think it was like a European plate at the time with like a UK sticker or whatever. I think that's what it was, but it was an overseas plate. But again, I think that might be the only time I've ever seen it. But it's kind of cool that you can tell where somebody's from based on their plate. It's sort of fun, like when you're on a trip. Yeah, so like sometimes you'll see people will put like an American license plate or something on a car, but it's just there as a decoration. It's not like the plate. It'll just be there as like for decorations. So I'm kind of not acknowledging that in the conversation because I don't think that counts. You know, it's like not an active plate. So the prefixtures aren't technically what's listed on the back of the plates. So like that says Yokohama, not Kanagawa. So they're not done by prefixture, it's done by area. And then once you get into Tokyo, there's no Tokyo plate, but like not every ward, but different wards have different ones. And like we live in Tachikawa, but our plate is Tama, because it's like broken into the Tama area and stuff. So there's not like a easy way to create a list, is my point, of like, oh, just find all the states. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not that simple. Like you have to know like where the subdivisions are of the motor vehicle areas or whatever. so it makes it a little harder. Yeah, rural Hokkaido typically just uses nearest city, or I think. But it's fun when you're on a trip or something. Like when I was in Hokkaido, all the motorbike people, like when you pull into an area and there's a bunch of motorbikes, everybody's like looking at the license plates to see how far somebody's come from or whatever. It's just kind of like fun to just like walk through the parking lot and be like, oh, there's somebody from Kyushu, there's somebody from Shikoku, there's somebody from whatever. Got a bunch of traffic here. We're going to be turning here at the Small Bag Valley. Like reading the kanji like literally in English makes them sound so funny. It's good old Small Bag Valley. Yeah, I don't know, something about like forgery of like a government document on the back of a vehicle seems like bad idea. Well, I mean, like I've seen like Okinawa plates, you know, I mean that's about as far as you can get. It's an easy way to start conversations with randos too. If you wanted to talk to somebody like if they're like, you know, at a parking area or something, somebody pulls up on a motorbike with a faraway license plate, like, oh shit, you're from Kitakyushu or whatever. But you gotta, to get to that stage, you gotta study a bunch of geography names, kanji, which at one point I did. Sometimes I still see some, I'm like, I used to know that, but I don't remember what that is anymore. But it's fairly good. Everybody behind me is just like, everybody around me is just from Yokohama though. Yeah, that happens when you come to Yokohama. Kids Doctor. So you see these plants, like these flowers and stuff outside the front of this building. It means they just opened. And like a bunch of like people from their community or whatever will give them these flowers as gifts to be like, thank you, like good luck in opening, that kind of thing. And it lets the whole neighborhood know that a new company has opened. So you'll see it in front of like restaurants or anything. Like they said, I think it's a dental clinic. Yeah, you don't tend to see that kind of thing if somebody died. But it'll just be kind of like, oh. So like if like, this is a dentist's office, and seeing if I can figure out who any of these people are that gave them things. It's just names. Sometimes it'll be like, you'll see something like other dentist office in the area will give them, okay, yeah. Maybe, what's the name of this one? Nope. So, okay, yeah, here we go. There's another dental clinic that had given them some flowers. It's like good luck for opening and stuff. She was really looking at me. I think she knew I was talking to a camera. I mean, there are 2 cameras on my handlebars. Mizashimasu. Well, the dog has got some really, like, this is like a big old string of dog snot hanging out of its nose. Is that usual? Dogs don't usually snot, don't they slobber? Why was there boogers hanging out of the dog's nose? Is he okay? Dog needs a tissue. Kita Kamakura Eki. Oh, Kamakura. Where did I drive? I must have missed the Vine House. God, I hope I can find parking. Oh wait, did I say Kita Kamakura? I'm just stupid. Of course I'm in Kamakura. What's wrong with my brain? Guys, look at the wiener dog. Did you see it? It was looking right at us. There it is, it's back! Wiener dogging and it feels so good. Wiener dogging. Like you know you should. Wiener dogging. Wow, look at it. Look at this little thing. It's got a Nissan Roox. R-O-O-X. I've never heard this name before. Wiener Dog Mobile. Yeah, man. TTS is a Wiener Dog Mobile. The Wiener Dog is mobile. Yeah, Wiener Dog. That's a lot of katakana. Yeah, we really should wiener more, animals. Like, I know it's like not biologically good for them to be long and low, but nice. Dude, I have got a, whoa, that TTS was what did it say? It was easier to read in katakana. What is that? I recently bought a dope ass t-shirt that's going to be delivered later in the year. I'm excited about. I'm repping some beavers. Small Bag Valley. Yeah, the rats are kind of wiener deer. That's really good. Mommy's Little Meatball, I love that shirt, but it's a bit tight, so I don't wear it during the winter because when you put it on, it must be traffic week or something. There's a lot of cops out. If I wear it with like a thicker undershirt, which I wear in the winter, it's kind of a bit much. Like, but just the shirt itself is kind of okay. Man, if you made a wiener dog any longer, you need a roller skate under its belly. It's going to take 16 minutes to go 3 kilometers. Jesus. Yeah, I'm going to start getting lapped by grannies. Old ladies with walkers just blasting past me. And it's so narrow, I can't really, wow, that's a Tanuki. Yeah, that. Coffee, drinks, eating. just a weird list of words. You know what I mean? Like you would really kind of expect coffee, drinks, food, coffee, drinks, snacks, coffee, drinks, but eating. That wiener dog is still in that vehicle right in front of us. Canutes. Katie's like really into those things. Canute. Yeah, like in office space. It's good. Look at all the freaking tourists. I think I brushed too hard on the left side. Yeah, you get a little bit sensitive if your gums get damaged a little bit. Got a little carried away. It's like you gotta brush thoroughly, just not too thorough. Ooh, they're selling croissant. Croissant. It looks legit too. Those look like good croissant. The woman in there is really graceful looking too. Yeah, you just gotta move them around, like the left one on the right, right one on the left. Wiener doggin'. This guy scooted in for a croissant like he knew what he was doing. Welcome to the traffic simulator. C. Wasson is what TTS did with that. How far away are you from a croissant? Danny, do you have a croissant bakery nearby? How are Korea's breads? Like when you, like they say, is it similar to the Japan game? Wiener doggin'. Similar is at least okay. At least you didn't say it's terrible. Because, like, I mean, Japan's bread game is, like, good. You can get a croissant, man. You're good. How cold? Well, hold on. What's the weather like? Because if it's like, it's kind of, well, it's not cold here anymore. It got kind of warm. Well, Scooty thinks it's 17. Scooty's nuts. I wonder if this streaming bag is where his sensor is, and that's why he's always wrong. It's like the encoder is heating him up. Yeah, that would be maybe hard to convince me to go out for a croissant. Can you get it delivered? Order one croissant. There you go. Consider it sorted. You're gonna end up with a $10 croissant though. God, look at all these people hoofing it into the city. There's some sort of upsetness happening in front of us. I just want the croissant. I don't want all the extra stuff. The tea, yeah, the tea. I'll take the tea. So, like, on one hand, the traffic there is like horrible, but on the other hand, you get a quick croissant. This looks like a kind of area data is going to drop. Yeah, a little streak of flock, a piece of chocolate would be okay. A quaffle. It sounds familiar, but I can't think of it. Yeah, I get the idea of the word, but I don't know exactly what that looks like. But it sounds like something maybe we've come across. Okay, if we're getting crackling, that's bad news. Anybody else hearing crackling? And does it sound like distortion because my voice is too loud, or does it sound like electrical interference? That's the question. Okay, when we get another stop. A bit laggy? Okay, give me just a second. Just give me a second here. Okay, thanks for letting me know. And on theory, I'll be able to fix it as soon as I am not moving. Oh, okay, so we're having video and audio. How long has the audio thing been happening? I don't want to jump to conclusions and make any changes if we're having multiple issues, if it's just low bit rate. Fucking cable is stuck underneath stuff. Okay, let's wait for the video to recover before we jump to any conclusions. But I can, if I just plug this into the phone, it might solve the crackling issue. Let's see if I can do this without falling in the creek. Okay, it looks like the bit rate has recovered. Are we still getting crackling audio? And is it consistent, or is it just happening like here and there? Okay. Yeah, we'll try a test here once it's a safe place to test. Bolt on. But I only have 800 meters of driving left, so it may not matter here. I don't know if I've ever been here before. Yeah, just bear with me on the audio stuff. I'll be to a arrival point in a couple of minutes. I'm curious why we're having video glitches too, because right now the bitrate is super strong. So, okay, let me know. Here, I'll turn off the Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay, the gray screen stuff was probably low bit rate. So if I have a strong bit rate now, I've got 6,000 kilobits. Okay, so did the audio crackling stop, or is it still happening? I'll keep talking so that you can evaluate that. Left turn in 500 meters. Still crackling? Okay. Let me try something else. Okay, and we can let me know again. I've made another change. We'll see if that has helped with the video audio. I'm not so worried about the video stuff. If the video is happening, it's just low bit rate because there's a lot of people around us, which it's not great, but that's not my concern at the moment. I'm more worried about the audio. Still crackling? Okay. Might need to reboot the mic, which is a little harder, so I'm not going to bother with that. Got 2 minutes left before I'm going to be parking, hopefully, so. I don't think I'll be able to reach back there and figure out which button it is. I think it's this one. Okay, the audio, the microphone has been rebooted. Let me know, do we still have crackling? Thanks for helping me with this, by the way, guys. Hopefully it hasn't been happening the whole stream. But I think somebody would have mentioned it. Should have changed and then changed back. Hopefully you're still inside the helmet. Okay. Okay, cool. I don't know, the wireless connection between the microphone and the camera might have just gotten glitched out or something, I don't know. But it's an easy fix. I know which button it is. Apparently I guessed right. It's like the microphone's in the back of my helmet, so I just kind of like, I don't know, I think there's like 3 buttons on this thing. I was like, I think it's this one. Turning left in 100 meters and thoughts and prayers for a parking spot. I think it's just that there might have been wireless interference or something. It got on a weird channel or something, I don't know. How the hell do you park a motorbike here? So it's 120 minutes are free, and then every hour is 220 yen. Ooh, this could get really expensive really fast. There's a really interesting... I think I'm allowed to park a larger motorbike here. Everything here is little, but... I don't see anything that says bike parking should okay. I don't see anything that's like specifically saying no scooties, like scooty size scoots. So I think it's okay. But it's going to be kind of expensive today. 220 yen an hour. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll come back. I have an idea. I'll cheat. Okay, so in the future, if we have that crackling sound, step one is to simply reboot the mic, because that's pretty easy. Look at this thing. It's called a doggy e-bike, e-carry bike. I think you can put your dog in the there. That's pretty cool. Bro, the magnets are not magneting. There we go. I don't understand how I had it on there before. Okay, give me just a second here, and we will make a quick change, and then we will walk around a little bit, hang out for about an hour or so, and then I'm gonna have to take off. Yeah, of course. Well, the race that was a given. I just assumed that was understood. Okay, so the Bella box will boot, and then we'll start the stream on this one. And for now, you guys can watch me take off my pants. Wiener dogging, and it feels so good. Kind of offended nobody is tipping me for this, to be honest with you. Yeah. Man, I love Scooty. I never realized this. His wheels say Scoot Smart. Danny, how can I take off panties that I'm not wearing? The microphone system is going to change over. You guys should be on the main camera now. Yeah, okay, so like, this isn't a big deal, I'm sure, but like one of the main features of things that's going on is I've set everything up so I don't have to turn off the stream at all anymore to switch things. It's like, it's stupid, but it makes me happy. And I'm gonna want to charge this while I'm gone. Okay, I can do that. Okay. So the audio has switched, and then I should be able to. This camera, the small camera, is going to lock up, which is okay because it's only going to be for a minute. And then I will plug this camera in here. Hit webcam, and I have to turn this on. I'm still like working out how this will work in the sense of like what order things need to happen in.
Did this boot up? No, it did. Yeah, it's definitely on. Come on, brother. Find the link.
Ethan says there it is.
Just figuring out my order of operations still. Okay, so now I should be able to turn this Bella box on. Double check my encoder settings. It's not windy at all, so I'm just going to set it to the camera. Start the second Bella box. I think the camera has to be rebooted when you move it between things. No, maybe not. Okay, and then turn off the first Bella box. And that should move us over to this seamlessly. A little bit of gray, but it should recover. Okay, I think that all worked and we didn't have any drops. So I can turn off this Bella box and charge this camera or this microphone. Unplug this. This goes down here and we're sorted.
All right, and we're off. Yeah, the fact that I've got this set up so that I don't have any downtime now is like so cool. I know it's really lame that I'm excited about this, but makes me excited. Let me see. Got one modem that's not powered on. Why is that happening? Hopefully nothing reboots when I plug this thing back in. I think the cable came unplugged a little bit. I think I do need to get a new cable for that. It's like slight, it's like too short by like this. Hopefully everything is live and everything is good. OBS. Sweet. Okay. And I need to set an alarm so that I don't screw up. Alarm today is Sunday, and set it for 11:40. And I'll be up to 11:30. Vibration. Cool. All right, we've got about 50 minutes or an hour or so that we can just kind of walk around and hang out. Oh, the Jehovah's Witnesses are out. Gotta get Katie a leather coat. She'd be so cool. Dog. Can I get a shot back just to make sure that the stream is live? You guys can hear everything and it's all good. Thank you for the Yeah, I still don't think there's enough light to play with that filter that I made. But we can try. So I'll show you guys what it is. So I took some clear nail polish a couple days ago. I think we'll need like legitimate sun, like direct sunlight, for it to give us any effect. But I took some clear nail polish and painted on a lens filter just to get some like sparkles on it. And I played with it at night. God, I'm actually cold. I played with it at night and I didn't get much effect. But let's try now and see what happens. Is this wide open? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't think we're getting anything. Maybe like some additional blur on the edges. Yeah, and I have one nail that looks pretty good, you know. Yeah, but I do think that maybe I need like a pretty intense directional light source to get it to act in any way that is interesting at all. So I might just be hoping too much of something that's not going to give me anything. Damn, I'm underdressed. I'm like cold. where am I going to get a bright artificial light? Like, I mean, it's going to have to be really bright. I'll just save it for a time when there's sun. It's not a big deal. It's not like it's hard to carry this thing around. Don't come at me with answers, Danny. I feel like that dog with the snotty nose. Dog. Yeah, Kamakura is kind of cool. It's just like this kind of thing is kind of the problem. Just like a huge line. Every place has got huge lines. Oh, so what? This plant has got all sorts of crazy colors on it. You know, wait for him to finish with his moment and take a look at this plant. It's kind of cool looking. I wonder if houses down here are expensive compared to like Touch Cow or whatever. Probably pretty expensive. Wonder if the Airbnb market has screwed up this area. Find like the property values. Alright, my dude is done. Yeah, look at this flowering plant. It's wild looking. Like, it's got white and red, and then this like pinky half red thing going on all in the same plant. I feel like you can't actually see. Is it rhododendron? It's pretty cool looking with all the different colors on it. Like it's the same plant, I think. Let me know if the picture comes up. So that was shot with the filter. I'm going to shoot another one without it and see if we can even see the difference. Should be roughly the same photo. Change no camera settings at all. Let me see if I can see a difference. No, not really. Yeah, the filter's not doing anything in this regard. I'll share the second picture. Tell me if you guys can see a difference. I don't think you can. Chameleon. It's a cool name. So we'll save the filter for another day. Yeah, I've never fallen in love with Kamakura. I feel like we should maybe come and do some more streaming over here. It's just kind of like, as you just saw, it's like an hour and a half one way. It's kind of far. And like, it is like a lot of tourists to just kind of fuddle with. Not that that's like bad necessarily, it's just, you know, a calculation that needs to be considered. I kind of regret not coming down here during COVID. Three beans. When one bean and two bean is not enough, you've got three. What is there so many cops out? I feel like it's just been like an all day string of police officers. It's like a stream of them. Kamo Hifuka. This is a duck dermatologist. Is it a dermatologist that helps ducks, or is it a duck who is a dermatologist? Things that make you go, Is this another motorcycle parking? It is. How many cc's? Oh, sports club. Bread it be. That's a good one, Doctor is a crack. I see what you got there. Yeah, look, another cop. We got lucky with the scooty parking, by the way. A dude came and parked. There was only 2 spots open when I parked. A dude parked right after me, and then a third dude came. What's going on here? She's just running up the road. And then another dude came right after me and that other guy and wanted to park, but there were no spaces. So if we had been like a minute later, no parking. Wiener Doggin. There are probably quite a few suspicious looking foreigners in Kamakura. You know what freak, like, I didn't learn this until I lived in Japan for like 10 years, that rickshaw actually comes from Japanese. Like, it doesn't sound like a word that would, it doesn't sound Japanese, right? But like that, it's rickshaw. It's like, that's what they call it. Blew my mind when I found out. Blew my mind. And I gotta pee. Yeah, tycoon is Japanese as well. Like, just certain words are just like, you're like, oh, that's not what I expected. I read something on Reddit recently too about how in certain parts, like in Taiwan and in, how to explain this? In Taiwan and some parts of China, I guess, it's become fashionable to use the Japanese hiragana character no to replace their kanji, which in Japanese is teki, but in Chinese is de. and it means in Chinese like apostrophe s, like it means like a possessive marker. So they started using a hiragana character in Chinese, and they pronounce it with the Chinese pronunciation for the character that they would have used in like normal circumstances with that. Like they're replacing it for like stylistic reasons. Oh yeah, skosh. Oh yeah, it does. That sounds huge. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just weird that. Yeah, I heard that it's just like kind of becoming trendy, just having no in places. What kind of camera is that? Wiener doggin'. Hey, there's some blue. Man, all these people out here making content. I gotta make some content. The light is like so terrible. I feel like walking up this like thing, like it's kind of nice, but it's maybe just like a lot of the same thing at the moment. This kid's got flowers. Did he snatch those out of the ground? Or did he buy those somewhere? Hope that didn't get snatched. How far away from Kamakura station am I? Oh, it's pretty close. Cool. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, from French. I have heard that. There's actually quite a few words that come from. You see some from like Danish or something, and like who are the Dutch? And French definitely is a thing. Medical words. A lot of medical words in Japanese come from German. Like, isn't Röntgen? Isn't that German for X-ray? '66 Mustang, something like that, 64 or whatever, 64 and a half. I don't remember. I used to be able to tell the difference between old Mustangs, but I don't remember which ones are which. You can tell by like the fake air intake things on the sides. Shonan Buddha. Oh, this is cool. Wow, that's Bambi like showing his booty. What's going on? Oh, he's looking at the flower. I thought he just had his ass in the air like an OnlyFans character. It's cool looking. I like to make stained glass. That looks like a fun thing to learn. English menu. Need English menu? English menu. Yeah, Bambi looked like she was winking. Is Bambi a boy or a girl? Anyway, regardless, looked like they were winking and dripping. Really got to keep an eye on the time here. Okay, got back in about a half an hour. This is the kind of place where it's like, you know how everybody's like, you're not allowed to eat while you're walking outside. And then you see like tons of people walking around eating street foods. It's just like, it's not a hard rule. reminds me of Osaka. There's nothing better than like tourist foreigners or whatever chastising other foreigners for like a behavior that doesn't actually matter because they read something on Reddit. Wow, look at this dog. Got an air buggy. Dog's wearing a dress. This isn't like that crowded. I mean, there's a lot of people here, but this is fine. It's alive, you know? I'm fine with it. It'd be weird if it was just empty, like this type of environment with all these little shops and stuff. Like, I mean, like, there's certain environments where you don't want it to be super crowded, right? Like, it's not ideal. But like a little shopping street and stuff, it's just like, to me, this is, just feels alive. It just feels good. Like, if there was nobody here, it'd be weird. You know, like, think about like an old market from like the Meiji period, and it's like people are it's bustling and there's lots of stuff going on and there's a lot of energy and stuff. It's kind of a cool vibe. So in this type of environment, to me, this is just like kind of makes sense. What about curry? He's cooking some. Oh wait, what? Somebody said something about curry pond earlier. Where was that? Is that, am I near that? Dude, this Pez sweater is fucking fly. It's legit. It's just way too expensive. Bro, I think I had this exact shirt when I was a kid. Oh my god. This looks really familiar. How much is this? 3,000 yen. Damn. Look at this Gorefield. It's definitely not right. You know those Garfields that used to stick in people's car windows? They had the suction feet. I gotta get one of those Garfields and stick them on Scooty's windshield. Oh wait, what was the crate? Sorry, I just missed what you said. What was the crate thing called? I don't know, like, if I'm gonna have a thing for it. Like, I smelled curry really strong for a second. Oh. That's so cool. Yeah, there's another yellow wrapper. What was it called? It was like giraffe curry pond. You can see somebody walking with one of these things, you know you're in trouble. Yeah, that's it. He's carrying it right there. Should I go get one? How far back is it? And then, like, what's the line look like? Now we're in a Chinese tour group. All right, let's figure out where this giraffe is. Yeah, dude, these tour groups are a bummer. It just like mucks up all the works. Wow, she just put her camera up and took a picture of that staff. She just like put the camera in her face. Dude, Chinese tourists are at another level. They're cracking these. Okay, let's see. Oh, where is it? Let me know if I've gone too far. Yeah, she just like put her fucking camera in that lady's face and just took a picture of her. Okay, I'm at Dragon Burger. I used to, when we lived in the Sox, I'd just go and sit and like watch Chinese tour groups, and it was always, I can't believe that's happening right now. It'll be on the left, okay. Weird dog. That dude with the giraffe curry pond, he had traveled a great distance. Yeah, we'll come down here and do like a full day stream. Wait, is this it? Oh damn, dude, I don't know about that line. They got like the bank thing, the back and forth bank thing. Alright, it looks pretty legit. Make sure I have my wallet before I get too deep here. Okay. My change is a mess. Probably skip the lemonade for now. Last thing I need in my body at the moment is more liquid. Yeah, these things are 450 monies. Giraffe no karepan. Oh, it's like not giraffe, it's giraffe. Why is there an A at the end of giraffe? Is that usual? Is that how you spell giraffe? Or they change it? Is the camera sideways? Wake up. Thanks for the Kare fan, man. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it. Kirin-miku karepan o hitotsu onegai shimasu. Just practicing. Kirin-miku. How much is the lemonade? I keep seeing it. It looks good. All right, hold on. I'm too tall. Oh, dude, if you practice with your Japanese trying to get lined up for ordering, if you think about it too much, you always fuck up. Like, you just got to go in completely unprepared. Then at least when you fuck up, you don't feel bad about it. Oh, the lemonade's kind of expensive. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the curry brand. Wiener dog. あとカレーパンの一つすぐに食べます。お願いします。
かしこまります。1000円お預かりいたします。150円のお支払いです。カレーパン1点ですね。ありがとうございます。
Yeah, this place is nuts to butts. Do not eat in front of other shops. Please eat in front of our shop. But like the eating area is like crammed full of folks. Okay, so this is what we got. We've got a giraffe, karepan, sanmonka, giraffe nug. I come up with a way to mount this camera here, like so it's like stays in place. That'd be kind of cool. And I got to figure out how to get a cowpill in my face because this thing has cows in it. Need more. What I need right now. Sorry about this. Oh god, this is such a hassle right now. Yeah, I heard it drop. I don't know why. Could just be the crowd. Yeah, I need to come up with a way to mount this camera here, so it would be really nice if it would just stay put. Let me look at the stream and see if we drop that modem again. No, it's still on. Weird. Okay. Alright, let's get into this. Yeah. The outside is really crispy, really crunchy. I guess there's cheese in there. Yo, it's pretty good. Good call, Anthony. My god. Sometimes you'll see like things like this and it'll totally be overhyped. It's a little oily because it's like, I guess they deep fried it or whatever, however they fried it. It's a little oily. But I think I would prefer like more of like a mon type of breading. But for what they've made, they've like done a pretty good job. Like it's just my personal preference. Like the crunchiness and the oil is a bit more than I want, I guess. Fair enough. No, it's good though. The filling is really good. Like it's a perfect combination of cheese and curry and giraffe. あ、ごめん。That's good. Do you remember how you found it? Oh, there's one of these in Asakusa? I didn't know that. Or if I did, I've forgotten. There was some girl in line a minute ago talking about studying for the Aiken test. I was like looking at her, like when she was talking about it, kind of like smiling at her, and she was looking at me like, "Uh-oh, she's cracked the code." I have to say though, it's a bit hard to eat. Like, does the cheese like keeps coming out of the thing? It's one of the better curry buns I've had. Fold this thing in another way. All right. Damn, an apple pie. But like, who comes here and needs 4 apple pies? How much? Oh, get 100 yen off. Okay, yeah, you can buy them by the one. Hey, Bigfoot, what's up, man? Let me see if I have a chicken. Welcome in. I'm going to be ending the stream here in a few minutes, unfortunately, but thanks, Bigfoot. Who need, oh, you need, I do, like, you need 4 apple pies. This is a good point. It was kind of a dumb question. Like, the answer is obvious. Everyone. Mr. Rickshaw coming through. Oh, I meant to check the weather today. Make sure I'm going to be okay for a home scoot. The cellular network here isn't ready for the number of people. Slight chance of rain this evening. So I'll try to be home before 9 or so, and I should be okay. But yeah, I'm going to be ending the stream here in just, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes. And after that, I might come back this evening and stream the motorbike ride home. Kind of depend on my mood, what's going on. But she was wearing goggles, like science goggles. Depending on my mood. And battery, I gotta check the battery on the bubble boxes. So I brought only one battery with me today because I didn't plan properly. I think it'll be okay. I think we should have enough juice. The encoder for the picture-in-picture encoder, the battery, that thing doesn't use any battery. I can't believe, I mean, it would run for days on the battery it has. Like, I can't believe how good it is, how efficient it is. But it doesn't have any modems or anything plugged into it. So all it has to do is power the cameras and power the encoder. This is very low power. Wiener dogging. I started watching, I have a question, okay. So I haven't used streaming services in the sense of like Amazon Prime or whatever before. But we have Prime and I realized I have Amazon Prime on my TV. So recently I watched This Is Doubtfire because it was like the first thing that was on the screen. I was like, whatever. I watched it over like 4 days while I was eating lunch. And I noticed that it said the rating was rated G. I found this to be a surprise because some of the things Robin Williams says in that are definitely not rated G. But anyways, so yesterday I fired up Coming to America and it was like rated G. And like 20 seconds in, there's like titties and stuff. And like he's getting his royal penis washed in the bath. Like that's not rated G. So what does rated G mean now? Like when you fire up on Amazon Prime and it says rated G, like does that not mean the same thing that I think ratings are? Like what's the deal with that? Because like, or our titties and royal penis is just okay for the kiddos now. Chat was disconnected for a minute. Yeah, like what? Is it Japan's rate? Is that what it is? I don't know. I have no idea. But like, cause like I got worried. I was like, oh, is it going to be some like edited for TV version that cuts out all of the like vulgarity and like titties and royal penis, or like what's going to happen here? Because I was kind of annoyed. Like. But then, like, 10 seconds later, I was like, oh. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I just wondered if it meant something different than it used to or whatever. Because, I mean, like, Coming to America feels like R. Or maybe the rating system means something different than what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's totally rated R. Rated R 5 minutes in. It's kind of funny that Darth Vader is his dad. I mean, I knew, like, it just still caught me off guard. It was still funny. Guys, enjoy Cheer Up. Wiener dogging. Wow, what is that? That was dope. Cash only signs on this restaurant. Somebody must have been talking about me. Marunana Shotengai. Let's see what a Marunana Shotengai is. Irashamase. Bad for data. We'll stay out of the metal boxes. What's it called? Like a Faraday cage or something? Which basically what is walked inside of. I'm jonesing for a banana. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of data outside of that little box. So it's really funny to see how aggressively that a Faraday cage actually works. Oh, there's probably a choco banana somewhere. It's a little fruit and vegetable market. Oh, a Patagonia store. I need a new coat. But I don't know if I had a Patagonia coat that I bought in like 2016 or something. And I just don't know if I can afford, like, it was expensive. It's really nice though. It's just, I guess when I calculate out how many years it lasted me, it's kind of okay. There's no way the clearance section has anything that fits me. There's no, I'd be surprised if anything here fits me. I go to America to get me a coat. And the one I have is like, it's still okay. It's kind of starting to rip like at the edges a little bit, but not in a way that it's like really noticeable to others. I just know it's happening. But it'll be probably a year or two and I'll be out of luck. Look at this little shop. It's cool looking. We're gonna add this to my, why is there a tea here? I think it's like a fresh tea, like, and taking photos of cups. Just add it to the collection. Do they repair stuff for free? Oh, for real? That could be very useful. I didn't know that. Oh, wonderful. You can't buy fucking anything. But I mean, let's be honest, like, is there really a surprise that a textiles industry company is evil? like, are any of them not evil? It's like the chocolate industry, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Florian, hey man, thank you for the gifted subs. I got a message yesterday that you had popped us a bit of a donation as well. Am I wrong about that? Got that name right? Yeah. I appreciate that one as well. I'm going to try to get you a postcard in your direction. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of photography today, so it wouldn't be from something today, but I'm going to try to remember to do it on a future stream or something. We'll get something sent your way. But I will say thanks. That's all. I seen if I could get through over here, but it doesn't think I can. But yeah, I'm going to be, this stream is going to be a short one today, so I can't do the fulfillment on this one, but we'll do it soon. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh yeah, I forgot to squonk my chicken. Okay, where is the chicken? What's up, Yon? You're up early as usual. Ah, here we go. Florian, thank you for the gifted subs. And heard another sub just come in. I've got a lot going on. My phone's alarm is going off. Here's a second. Check that event list. Cben3K. I want to thank you as well for the sub. There's a chicken squeak. Yeah, thanks to everybody for all the support. We appreciate it. Yeah, baby's on the move. I am, let's see here. We got a little bit of sun coming out finally. Let me see if I can frame something up here that looks acceptable. It's not a masterpiece, but it's a photo. Kind of cool looking lantern back here. God, the number of like shrines and temples here, it's like out of control. There's a lot of them. Shrumples and shrines. Wiener dogging, it feels so good. Hello.
Japanese TV clear, so can you do the short interview for
Oh,
me?
no, it's okay. Thank you. Oh wow, my dude is carved in wood. Are you a YouTuber? I shouldn't even notice the camera. People don't really notice the camera, which is kind of a nice. Pull this exposure back. Ah, fuck. Somehow I framed that with something in the way. Somehow my hand was in the shot. It's not a great picture, but it's a picture of a dude Yeah, I heard it. I'll get it in a second. Yeah. Something important is happening at the moment. Ooh, I hope I didn't just double down on those pictures. All right, my dudes. I have to head to a drop-off point for the stream stuff. Oh, those are nips. Bigfoot, my dude, thank you for the gifted 10. Let me get through the peaceful area. I'll speak to you in a minute. Don't want to upset the gods. Sometimes the chicken is louder than you expect it to be. Yeah, but thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. The Westerners always have coffee in their hands. Always. It's like kind of a meme. It's kind of funny. It's like how you can tell somebody's American because they're leaning against something. It's sort of the same vibe. But always with the Starbucks. Exactly, man. Exactly. Okay, like I said earlier, I'm going to cut this one short today. I've got some friends I want to spend some time with. And then I don't want to be on TV. I don't get why. I don't care. It doesn't. There's no reason for me. I don't get anything from it. And then like I have to tell them I'm streaming, and then they're like, why? And what's happening? And blah 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 blah. It's just not important. I don't care. And it's going to be dumb questions. Like the questions are going to be like, why do you like Japan? What's your favorite food in Japan? And it's just a boring conversation. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. Just that's why. Also, I don't have a lot of time. All right, my dudes. Let me find a raid to start. I hate to leave during a hype train, but it's just the situation. They didn't even notice the streaming setup. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it was deep, good questions. Maybe they wanted to ask me about my opinions of the universe and life, but they probably, and I didn't want them to be like, oh, are you YouTuber? Like, I just knew where this was headed. Let's see, raid channel. Yeah, anyway, so I might be back this evening for the ride back. I'm going to raid Noriel4. He's one of my favorite live streamers, actually. I know, and you're going to be like, what? But he does a lot of really cool creative stuff. And he's a really cool guy. He's just kind of a quirky guy. He lives in, I think, Vancouver in Canada. And he does just crazy shit. Because he just does it for fun. He doesn't have a big community or anything. It's just like he's doing it for him. And he is just, I don't know, he's just a cool guy. So anyway, yesterday was his birthday. So you could tell him happy late birthday if you want to say something when you pop into the stream. But it's a pretty small crowd that he has, so I would just recommend just hanging out with him. And sometimes it said drone. Sometimes he like flies a drone, so he'll be streaming, and like you'll hear him, and he'll be like on his bike, and then the view is from a drone. Stuff like that is going on. It's cool, but I don't know what exactly he's up to today, obviously. But yeah, I might be back this evening, and it's possible Katie will be with me, but I don't know. We'll see. It's a whole bunch of unknowns. And I don't know where I'm going to keep all this stuff while I'm gone, but I'll sort it. Yeah. I love this camera strap.